Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is another Dollar Tree video and it is one I am extremely excited about and a little bit nervous about. I don't really know how this is going to turn out. It's going to be a journey into experimentation. So, I used to work at Taco Bell a long time ago when I was 17 to 19-ish, and my favorite Taco Bell dish has always been the Mexican pizza. So I challenged myself to recreate a Mexican pizza using only ingredients from the Dollar Tree. Now, I have tried this before and I wasn't too happy with how it turned out, so this is kind of my take two. Although you never really saw take one, we're gonna try this again and see how this goes. For those of you who are not aware of what a Mexican pizza is, I will insert a lovely photo of said pizza here, and let's talk about the basic construction of a pizza or a Mexican pizza and the Dollar Tree ingredients that I'm going to use to try to recreate this as accurately as possible. So the base of the pizza is actually a corn tortilla that's deep fried, and they do two tortillas and it's kind of a sandwich essentially. So I did get a package of corn tortillas from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to fry these up in some cooking oil. Taco Bell pre-fries theirs in the morning, and you know, they kind of keep them in a warming box. So I'm going to kind of do the same. I'm going to fry up a few of these and try a few different experiments on how I can most accurately replicate the flavor of the Taco Bell Mexican pizza. So there's that. The filling in between the two sandwiches of corn tortilla is refried beans and taco meat. So of course I got a can of refried beans. Again, if they had the larger can I would have gotten that, but this one will do. For the taco meat, that's where things get a little dicey because Dollar Tree doesn't really sell fresh meat, no ground beef or anything like that. So I'm going to try the turkey burger, and I also got the beef patty. I want to try them both and see which one makes a better taco meat version essentially, because I know that the turkey burger is pretty much just turkey, but you only get about 5 ounces in this container versus the beef patty, which has a little bit more questionable ingredients, but you get 8 ounces with this. And I'm not quite sure. I know it has some pre-existing seasonings in it because it's meant to make a burger with. So again, we're just experimenting. I would like to see which version makes a better taco meat so I can make better videos in the future if I know how they taste. So then of course, I had to get taco seasoning. I got 2 packets. I'll kind of explain that here in a second, but it pains me to spend $1 on taco seasoning, I'm not gonna lie, because I know I can get it from Walmart for like 33 cents, and I know I can make it at home, but for the sake of this video, I went ahead and bought taco seasoning. I will show you how to make your own if you're interested. It's a lot cheaper that way. I'm also thinking about making a video of like Dollar Tree pantry staples, like around the $20 range, with like spices and things like that I think are kind of integral to every household. So if you want to see that, let me know. Okay, so we've talked about the basic construction. We've got the deep fried tortilla, refried beans, taco meat, another deep fried tortilla, and it has a red sauce on top. So the way that Taco Bell makes their red sauce is essentially, well, so they have their red sauce and then they have a pizza sauce. These are very different things. The red sauce is sort of Taco Bell's version of an enchilada sauce, essentially, and then the pizza sauce is more of a salsa, but it's mixed with a seasoning packet, and that seasoning packet is something akin to taco seasoning, and so that's where the second packet of taco seasoning comes in. The enchilada sauce is also just a packet of powder that's mixed with boiling water to make red sauce. So to recreate the red sauce, I'm going to use Hunt's tomato sauce from the Dollar Tree. And to recreate the pizza sauce, we're going to be using a jar of paste picante. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to split one of these taco seasoning mixes in half, and I'm going to divide it between the 2 of these and make 2 different versions of sauce to put on the pizza. We're not done with the experimentation yet though, because we still have the toppings, which is cheese and technically diced tomatoes. As far as Dollar Tree cheeses go, did not have a lot of selection today. Usually they have their block cheeses that you can shred yourself, but mine did not have it. I don't know if they're being phased out, but they had these Frigo pre-shredded cheeses. I grabbed mozzarella and cheddar. Taco Bell uses a 3-cheese blend, and I forget what the 3 individual cheeses are, but this will kind of replicate it. And these are real cheese, so they should melt just fine. But again, for the sake of experimentation, and because I have never purchased this before, I did buy the Dollar Tree fake cheese. This is their pasteurized processed cheese product. It says it melts great. I have seen some videos on YouTube that suggest that this stuff doesn't melt, so maybe they reformulated it at some point in time. I'm kind of hoping that it melts, but if not, I at least want to see what this stuff tastes like, because you get 6 ounces of this for $1 versus these 2 little packets, which total 6 ounces of cheese for $2, so save a little bit of money. If it tastes the same, then, you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Usually, like I said, I would be topped with diced tomatoes. I tried to look for the can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, but my Dollar Tree didn't have any. So unfortunately, for the sake of this video, I'm going to just top it with cheese and sauce and call it good. You could top it with some jalapenos, you could put some sour cream on there, like so many possibilities, but we're just going to construct the base of the pizza essentially, and we're going to try to get as close as we can to an actual Taco Bell product using only ingredients from the Dollar Tree. So let's go ahead and get started. We fried the tortillas, and I have made the meat, which is arguably the most questionable part of this experiment, and the part that's most crucial, I guess is a good word for it. So, oh my bad. Here I have the beef version with the beef patties, and here is the turkey version with the turkey burger. So, let's try the beef first. This looked and smelled as questionable as you would expect the Dollar Tree to look and smell. But after it was fried, it definitely just smelled like ground beef. Straight out the package though, I had some serious concerns. But yeah, let's try the beef taco meat and see how it is. Okay. It's not terrible. It's a different texture than I'm used to ground beef being, like taco meat particularly. It's softer, and I think that that's from the soy proteins in it. So it almost has like that fake meat texture to it, like, but the taste is not bad. Does it taste like taco meat? A little bit, like, because it's got taco seasoning in it. but the taco seasoning's pretty mild. Like, you can't really tell. I don't know. I gotta try the turkey version and then make my final decision on what's going in my Mexican pizzas. Alright, the turkey version's a little bit more wet because it had less meat and it didn't really soak up the water the way that the beef did. I assume because the beef has that soy protein in it again. So this is just the turkey burger version. Let's see how it compares. Okay, here's what I can say. The turkey version has a better texture and tastes more like taco meat, I guess you could say. But the turkey version is incredibly salty, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, it's not like over the top salty, especially when it's like mixed in with the other things. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think it's the definite winner in this case as far as like a taco meat substitution goes. I think they're both good, and honestly, just for fun, I'm gonna try mixing them together because one has a good taste and the other one has a good texture. So I'm wondering if I put a little bit of each, if we're gonna get something kind of fresher tasting. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? That's really not bad. Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna mix these together and make a taco meat, essentially, with the turkey and the beef. I might regret this later. I don't have a backup. Maybe I should just do it with half of each. Take half of each and mix them together. That's probably what I'll do. And then that gives me 3 to try as far as like the pizzas go. I can do, well, I don't know if I'm gonna try them all because I can't really eat that much, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, mixing them together is really good. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take half of each, I'm gonna mix them together. Let's keep going. Next up, we have the sauce. All in all, this is actually going really well. I've got everything on the oven behind me. So I've got the refried beans, the 2 sauces. It's really important that all the ingredients are hot before assembling the pizzas because that's how Taco Bell does it. And so typically what would happen in a Taco Bell line is, you know, they would assemble the Mexican pizza and then they would stick it in a steamer, and the steamer would essentially melt the cheese on top. I don't really have access to a steamer, so I'm just going to have to rely on the heat from the sauces to melt the cheese, essentially, hoping that it melts. Now, I have a lot of different variables here, and I'm realizing that in the different types of meats and the different sauces and the different types of cheeses. So what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 Mexican pizzas. Both of them I'm going to use the meat mixture. That is the one with both the beef and the turkey mixed together. And on one of them, I'm going to use my red sauce. On one of them, I'm going to use my pizza sauce. And on each of them, I'm going to kind of divide it in half. I'll put the real cheese on half and the fake shredded cheese on the other. We're just going to see how that goes. That's the thought process. I did try the fake cheese off camera and it doesn't really taste like much. So that's kind of disappointing. The real cheese tastes good, but it tastes very, very strong with mozzarella. So I'm also not quite sure how that's gonna go, because that definitely like has a strong pizza flavor to it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get our 2 pizzas assembled and we will give them a taste. excited and happy with how these turned out versus the last ones that I made. I can definitely tell which side has the real cheese and which side has the fake cheese, because the fake cheese is not really melting. Although, you know, it's just kind of melting from the residual heat, so I don't really know if that's a totally fair test. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these down the center and then into quarters, just so that, you know, I can taste each one. This one is the pizza sauce one, and this one is the red sauce version. So let's go ahead and get these cut. I'm messy now. So that kind of cheating. Anyways, I guess for a fair comparison, let's start with the pizza sauce one, because this is the standard menu item, basically, not my doctored up version of it. So this is the pizza sauce with real cheese. I am not lying when I say that I would never in 1,000 years believe that this came from the Dollar Tree. Like, it tastes like Taco Bell. We're gonna try the fake cheese side now. Same thing. I don't know if it's personal bias about the real cheese versus fake cheese, but the fake cheese one definitely doesn't taste as good. So go with real cheese if you can. Alright, hopping over. Real cheese and red sauce. The way that I like to get my Mexican pizzas is with the red sauce instead of the pizza sauce. So let's see how this compares. It's interesting because in the pot, when I tried the sauces individually, I preferred the red sauce. But now on the pizzas, like all assembled, I prefer the pizza sauce version. And let's just go ahead and try the fake cheese with the red sauce as well. I'm kind of shocked right now. Like, I'm actually super impressed with myself, and I don't mean to sound conceited when I say that, but if you handed me this, I would not guess it was from the Dollar Tree. This is all really, really good. I would say that in my book, kind of a clear-cut winner is the pizza sauce version with the real cheese. That one tastes the most authentic and the most fresh. And I would never be able to tell that this taco meat was like a beef burger and a turkey burger from the frozen section of the Dollar Tree. It all came together so well. Now, I'm not gonna say that this food is gonna make you feel great. It might not, but it cost me $10 to do all of this, like experimentation wise. I think it was $9, something like that. And that was just to buy everything to do the experiments. Like, if I were to break this down cost-wise, you would need a pack of tortillas, the refried beans, the turkey, the ground beef, the taco seasoning, the salsa, potentially another packet of taco seasoning. I mean, you could potentially stretch the one between the two. So let's just say you stretch the one, and then the 2 types of cheese. Yeah, so $9. Oh, it must have cost me a little bit more than $9, but $9, and you could easily get 6 to 8 Mexican pizzas out of what I got today. The only really questionable aspect of it is the refried beans. But again, like, I wanted the bigger can. If they had a bigger can, I would have gotten that. But, okay. I am so much happier with this version of it than I was with my last version. And I think this turned out really good. I am so excited to put this video out there. In case anyone wants to recreate it, please let me know how you like it. I'm super curious. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.